Hello everyone and happy Thursday to you. So today for me, it is actually Tuesday and I actually just got done at the gym. Usually I don't go to the gym on Tuesday and usually this isn't the kind of video that you're seeing on a Thursday. So we're all kinds of wonky right now. But today I'm gonna start off a little week of thrifting. And this week of thrifting is not gonna include any bins. I have sworn off the bins for the week. If you don't remember, I went 3 times last week, so I'm a little like bins out. It's none of the days were like stunning spectacular, so going 3 days for that much time and just not like scoring something in, well, okay, Monday I did find that watch, so never mind. I mean, there was a couple really good gems, but it was a lot of work, and the last 2 days I went definitely weren't as good as the first day that I went. So I'm a little binged out, and I'm gonna go thrifting. So far I know on the agenda, we're gonna go to a couple standalone, normal, traditional Goodwills. We're gonna go to Unique this week as well. I don't really know what else. There's not like a ton of other options. So I have like 3 or 4 Goodwills in mind, so we might go to quite a few. And then Unique, there's only the one location, but that'll probably be the best place of all. So maybe we'll keep Unique for like the last stop, because that's probably like the most guaranteed good store, I guess. But I think first I'm gonna go to a couple Goodwills that are over here, because I'm out obviously like not right by my house, so I'm by a few that I don't get to super frequently. I'm right by one that's actually right by where Ryan teaches, which that's one of the ones that lately has been one of my favorites. I've even convinced him to go quite a few times, like after school. I'm like, even though you're gonna be tired, that's a really good Goodwill. And then sure enough, he'll find like a See by Chloe dress. So that's a really good store. There's one by a post office that I think I'm gonna go to tomorrow that is really good too. It's another one that I kind of like swear by. Over the past 2 years I've been going to that one a lot more frequently. I might go to our local one again. If you remember, I went to that one when it first opened, because we got a new one like less than a year ago, maybe like 6 months ago, maybe, if even. It was really insanely good the day it opened, but I don't think it's that good anymore. I think they kind of like stocked it with stuff, but I could go there today. And then Unique. So yeah, we got at least 3 or 4 stops, maybe even more. But I hope you guys are excited. I hope you enjoyed the haul that went up on Tuesday. I know the schedule's a little flipped, but hopefully that's okay. I'm really excited. I love going to normal thrift stores, even though I swear by the bins, because I feel like there's more stuff to look at. I like to look at the home goods. I like to look at the home decor, and you just don't get that same experience at the bins. So let's take off to the first Goodwill. I think I know which one I'm going to first, but this is kind of just like, just plan as we go. I don't have this really strict. That's kind of how these thrift weeks are, these videos. So let's go shop, I guess. Gotta love that some of our Goodwills actually have charging stations. I love that. This is the Goodwill that isn't the one right by Ryan's school. This is one that I don't get to very often, so wish me luck. I had totally forgot that because it's a Tuesday, it's actually a half off color day, and it looks like today is blue. So I went to the shorts first, just because of course they're good for the season. The next aisle over was jackets and blazers, and I found this J. Crew long open sweater jacket. Unfortunately, this style does not do as good as the sweater blazer. This is the long version that isn't as blazer shaped with a lapel and everything, so I'm actually gonna pass on this. Not me getting excited over Lag & Look. So this is Comfy USA, which is a Lag & Look brand that I do have pretty good luck with, and look how freaking cute this thing is. There's like villages and trees on it, and it's linen. I'm actually really excited to find this. This fossil really is a fossil. This thing is so old, yet they still have it priced at $15. I don't even think that Fossil makes clothes anymore. I could be wrong, but this thing is old, and Goodwill needs to learn that Fossil is not as hot as it used to be. Ugh, I fear the day that this style comes back in style. Ugh, I don't even know what that fits in. Is that Y2K? Is that late 2000s before the 2010s? Is it early 2010s? I don't really know. Our Goodwills used to separate the men's shoes over into the men's section and the female shoes over in their own section, but it seems like they're putting them together now, which honestly I think I might prefer. What has gotten into me? I was excited for Lag & Look, and now I think I'm gonna be picking up a pair of vintage Liz Claiborne shoes. So these are exactly what the spring trend in shoe is right now. Like, shoes from Prada that look like this are so popular right now. So especially because it's half off and it'll be like $5.50, I think I'm actually gonna pick up these old Liz Claibornes. They also had a pair of the Sam Edelman Hazel heels. These are just classic high heels, but for some reason they always do so good, and they always have. I haven't found any for a while, especially for under $10, so I actually think I will be grabbing these. They're very classic. But it's so interesting because next to them was this other pair of Sam Edelmans. It's a different style name. The only difference, I think, is the heel height and the small amount of patent leather on the back, but the comps on those ones is like $15. These give me very Ryan. I feel like he'd pick these up if he was here. If these beta brands had been half off, I honestly would maybe have considered giving them a shot. They're wide leg, they're normal length, and the brown color with the pinstriping is really cute, but because they're not half, I'm gonna still have to pass on them. Another very Ryan selling aesthetic find, this really old pair of Hollister pants. They're, I think, ankle crop, they have kind of cargo-y pockets, and they seem slightly flared. This is so Y2K. I saw this pair of Zaya that I actually love. Even the label is all glittery as if they're like a special pair, but these are some really flowy wide leg pants. I would have loved to pick these up, but Goodwill had priced them at $13. Come on. These have to be customized. They're George, which I believe is Walmart, but look at this chain and rivet side to them. Someone did a really good job and they're really cool. A big reason why I can't pick up Levi's at Goodwills anymore is because of what they priced them at. Back in the day, I probably would have loved to pick these up, but even back in the day, I wouldn't spend $15 on them. I turned to the next aisle of jeans and whoo, what in the Y2K is that buckle, colorful, cropped jean? What? Ew, I don't like these, but I'm sure Ryan would get them to sell. More very Ryan Depop jeans. These are some mud jeans straight from the early 2000s. They have numbers and the logo embroidered in the back. They've got cargo pockets. If the buttons weren't broken off on these, I honestly maybe would pick these up for him or at least text him and ask. I don't often check Athletic, but I'm kind of glad I did today. I found these thermal ribbed joggers by Varley. Now, Varley is not the best, and it doesn't do as well as Vori, which some people will mix up, but these, I believe, are actually sold at Anthro and maybe even Evereve, so I'll pay $9 for them. They are really cute, and people like thermal pieces. Somebody really liked their chipmunk plate to have it framed like this. Not really sure why. Also, fun fact, people in Des Moines, Iowa call them squinnies, and that's the only place on earth that calls them that. Weird fact. I kinda liked this Thomas Kincaid art piece, but then I took the back off, and this is actually just a page out of a calendar, so I'm not gonna pick it up. Ryan always loves these vintage glass fruits and vegetables, so for $3, I'll get him this pepper. $37 spent so far, and we got the Varley pants, we got the Liz Claiborne vintage shoes, we got the Sam Edelman heels, the Hazels, and we got the Comfy USA like blazer thing that's actually so cute, which I never thought I would say about something that is leg and look. But then I also got that glass pepper for Ryan, and then I got a Hawaiian style decor piece because we are throwing a Hawaiian party for my grandparents. So let's move on to the next Goodwill, shall we? Stop number 2, another Goodwill. This one is usually really good, so I think I have higher hopes going into this one, but fingers crossed. Once again, I gotta keep in mind that blue tags are half off today. I'm not used to coming on the half off day. This is a really cute soft surroundings. It's the first thing I saw when I walked in, and it obviously caught my attention with these colors. Unfortunately, the brand just does so bad. There is no way I can pick up almost any piece from them besides from the bins. These are really funky, but they were just some cheap online, like garbage Shein brand, and they were also with these that I thought really fun too, but I think it's the same situation. I saw some Gymshark leggings. I did like the sage color of these, but they're $9, and I probably would pay like $2.50 at the most for Gymshark. This was a really pretty Ashakti dress. Again, that print and color just totally caught my attention. I looked up comps, and they're not that good, so I would have grabbed this at the bins, no questions asked, but I can't pay this much for them. I looked through all the dresses and found literally nothing, so on to the blazers, I guess. Found this Z Supply piece, which Z Supply is actually very commonly sold at Evereve, so it's a brand that's kind of on my radar now. This is like a faux suede, and I kind of was tempted to get it, so I at least held on to it, and in the end, I did decide to get it. It's quite cute. Pretty sure someone had been hiding this Lululemon top for $13. Girl, you don't need to hide that. Nobody wants this for $13. I thought that maybe these Polo Ralph Lauren swim shorts would be something. They're older and they're a really fun print, but looking them up, the comps are really bad, so I'm not going to be getting them, even for $5. Even more Ryan Depop style finds at this Goodwill location. These are some plaid flare pants. They give me very like Dolls Kill or Hot Topic or something. They're by JC and JQ. No clue, but they felt quite cheap. A few pair of pants down, I found these We The Freeze. They're size 24, which is a negative, and they're super skinny, which is another negative. I like the print, but that's about it, so I'm definitely not getting them. My brain is not fully trained on Good American yet. I still see the label at a thrift store or at the bins and I get kind of excited, but come on, Jack. Red printed skinny jeans, that's a no. That's a big no. I know Ryan sometimes likes this brand because it can be sold at Dolls Kill, which I would like to pick this up because I like to sell Dolls Kill too, but faux leather is like the death of me. Maybe if they were half off, I'd consider it. There were also these Zara that were faux leather, so those are going to be a no too. I can't stand faux leather. When I first started, I would have been in the money picking up these cartonnier floral pants, but nowadays it's a hard skip. I would love to find these in the bins. They are ASOS flared red cargo Y2K pants, but I just can't spend $9 on them. I did look them up just in case they were like rare or blogger favorite or something, and they're not, so I unfortunately have to skip them. Another piece that back in the day was big money. These are the Lululemon. Are they the Dog Walker or Dance Studio? I'm never really good at deciphering the two, but these used to be so popular they would have been worth paying $15 for back in the day. This one I'm very excited about. I found an Angry Minnow vintage flannel for $7. These things have always done so good for me. When they have the graphic on the back, it's even better. I'm actually so pumped about this find. I did freak out seeing this in the men's section, but it's just Coldwater Creek. Wah wah. There was this vintage Reebok shirt, and don't worry guys, it's authentic. There's the little silver stitch there, so we know it's real, which is good because I was questioning that. Well, guys, another day, another Goodwill. We are headed now to yet another Goodwill, and this is the Goodwill that I have said that I swear by as of the past 2 years. This Goodwill always seems to deliver for me. It's right by a post office. It's the second closest Goodwill to me, so I really love this Goodwill. The kind of kickoff of my good relationship with this Goodwill is when I found that Me Plus M shearling Sherpa coat that retailed for $2,000. That kind of started the ball rolling and had me checking here more often, and I tend to score here pretty frequently, so I'm really excited to go to this Goodwill today. And then after Goodwill, we're going to be going to Unique, which is another favorite of mine. So I'm pretty pumped. We got a lot of good stops today. I think I'm gonna hold off on going to my actual local Goodwill because I just don't think it's gonna be that good, and I think I'd rather devote some time to these two places that are much better. I'm gonna finish my drive to said Goodwill, and I will catch you guys when I get there. Now, if this coach was authentic, this would actually be quite the Y2K pickup, this hobo faux fur bag, but unfortunately, it's not real. This dress perfectly summarizes Ryan's mom. She loves sailor stripes, and this is one of her favorite brands, Jewels. Unfortunately, it doesn't do the best resale-wise, but she would love it. This bag really stood out to me because of these really huge, crazy gems. I can't tell if it's vintage or just some kind of boutique bag, and reverse image searching it, it was basically just as confusing, so I'm gonna have to pass on it. Next up, I'm gonna check out the shoes. I actually one time at this Goodwill found a pair of vintage Gucci heels that ended up selling for over $200, so I'm really hopeful, and hopefully I can repeat that today. The Katy Perry shoes always have something cool to them, but I know that they have basically no value. I think because they were sold at Valmar and probably Macy's. Am I gonna pick up another pair of vintage Liz Claiborne's? No, I don't think so. These ones aren't as trendy and cute as the other pair. On the other hand, these vintage shoes were very trendy, very Y2K, and very good for the season. I wish these were half off, and if they were, I would totally get them, or if they were at the bins, I'd get them. I just don't think I can do 9. I had to at least give these frame pants a Google. They're a size 0, which is already a bad sign, and also I know animal print isn't that in right now, but they seemed kind of interesting, though when I Googled them, unsurprisingly, they weren't that good. Kind of in the same vein as Frame, I found these Derek Lam 10 Crosby shorts. This brand has been a no-low basically since I started reselling, so that's gonna be a pass. A lot of Minnesota thrift stores and even consignment stores seem to think Duluth Trading Co. is a high-end brand and they mark it up. Not really sure why, but here's an example of that. And right next to the Duluth pants, I found these overpriced Athleta pants. Now, this is a style I actually would pick up nowadays. I think these are the older Cabo pants, but for $20, no. I had to give these Free People jeans a Google at least. They're kind of cute. They were high priced though, so I was very cautious. They also had this curvy label, and on the back, they had a BDG25 little mark. Not sure what that means, but even after Googling them, they weren't worth getting. I of course had to check the ties because I do like selling certain brands of ties. There was this Givenchy tie, but it's Givenchy Monsieur, which is very similar to Dior Monsieur, and it doesn't really do good, so I'm not going to be getting it. I of course had to check my favorite section, the blazers, but I'm just going to move this in slightly fast motion because, spoiler alert, there was nothing. I actually like to check the lamps at this Goodwill. This is where I found a Jonathan Adler lamp about 2 months ago. It was a really cool shell-shaped lamp. I just feel like they have a lot of funky lamps here and it's fun to look through. I hate to say it, but I'm leaving this Goodwill completely empty-handed. At least I got stuff yesterday, so off to Unique with us. And for our final stop, we are at my absolute favorite, Unique. I have the highest hopes for Unique, so that is why I wanted to keep it for last. I'm super excited. I haven't been to Unique in a hot minute, at least like 2 or 3 weeks. And the store is just so huge and they put out so much stuff every day that's just gonna be packed with stuff. I hope there's some new carts coming out, and I also love to look at the home stuff here too. So if I end up wandering into the home section and decor section and showing you guys, I do apologize, but I love to shop their home stuff here. So let's go in. Wish me luck once again. Right away, I noticed that there were some new racks coming out, so of course, those are the first things that I have to check. So far the only thing is this really cute high-low Hattie top, but I wouldn't get these unless they're at the bins, so I'm gonna still skip it. One of the racks had this pair of Abercrombie & Fitch jeans. They were the Curve Love, which is a positive thing, and they also were the kind of cross button detail, which is a positive thing as well, but they're skinny, so I just don't think I can do it. This corset also caught my attention. It was really pretty, and in the bins I would definitely be grabbing this for Ryan, or I'd be getting this if it had any kind of brand to it, but it didn't, so I'll have to skip it. A different rack had these Momocrom jeans. I believe these are from Dolls Kill, and I've sold this brand a couple times, but again, they're skinny, so I don't think I can get them. Here is a throwback. I was actually considering getting myself this tank top. Unfortunately, it was kind of a crop length, so it wouldn't look good on me, but I've been wanting a tank top. It'd be really digging back into my roots to get the Adidas Originals. The new racks had nothing, but leaving the new racks, this velour jacket caught my attention, and I checked it, and it's actually Skims, and it's plus size as well, so this is something I'll definitely be grabbing. In the handbags, this one caught my attention because of the studs and chain, and oh my gosh, it's Versace, and I'm sure it's real, especially because of how good quality it looks to be. Well, I was just about to complain that there were no good shoes, but then, right at the end, I found some good shoes. So I found some patent cream teaks. Of course, you know I had to make the Instagram post about it, but $8 for teaks, nowadays, that's still a good deal. These were in the men's section, and they're actually women's. I think I've had these before, and I believe they're Anthropologie Sarto by Franco Sarto. I won't pay the price that they have on them, but if they were in the bins or cheaper, I'd maybe get them. I'm feeling some vibes from the dress section. I just feel like I see quite a few cute prints here, so I'm gonna take a look at the dresses first. This cabbie was really cute, and I did look it up, and active listing comps looked really good, but you gotta make sure you check the sold comps because the sold comps were not good on this dress, so I skipped it, but it is cute. There was this Free People, and this is actually a very old Free People, but I honestly really liked the style and pattern and material of this dress. I still didn't get it because comps were really bad, but in the bins, I'd get this and list it myself. We are really finding the fossil clothing this week, and it looks like every thrift store marks it up because this is a $15 dress, even at Unique. This is probably the best dress I found, this kind of cute Bowden dress. The exposed zipper on the back really dates it, so I didn't pick it up, but yeah, no good dresses today. And this was surprisingly probably the prettiest dress I found. I really like the color blue to this dress, and I like the kind of like floral lace detailing. It's by Jump Apparel, so it has no value, but it's cute. They had these Evereve Page pants that were skinny with a stripe down the side for $50. Like, I get it, they're new with tags, and the tag is over $200 originally, but $50 at a thrift store? Come on now. Can I just scratch off the word all and make these the row? Oh, and I also found these Anthropologie Essential trousers. This isn't really a style I'd normally pick up, but you know I'm a sucker for plaid, so I looked them up and they had a cute model picture, and I think I'm gonna get them. And a couple down, I found another pair. These are in a different print that I don't like as much, but they're still only $6.99, and I do have a discount, so I think I'll get these too. And a few more down, I found another pair. Now this pair, I don't like the pattern to nearly as much, and also for some reason these were $2 more, so this pair I'm not going to be getting. I had to check for more though, of course, and unfortunately it was to no avail. There were no other ones. So I moved on to the jeans, and I found these Madewell jeans that were really cute. They're the perfect vintage, which is usually a pair that I like, but they were the cropped version, so I was kind of hesitant. Then I noticed the crotch area was kind of thin, so I didn't get them. Once again, Good American kind of catching my attention, but I am not going to get a pair of skinny jeans, even for 20% off of $6.29. These two skirts kind of caught my attention. They were very Y2K. This is actually an Athleta skirt from quite a while ago. The comps were really bad on this, so I'm not going to be getting it. And then this was just a vintage one. I would probably get this at the bins for Ryan. It is pretty cute. I once again decided to check the tie section, and I actually found a good tie. This tie has horses and paisley all over it, and it's from Kenzo. So even though it's $5.99, I have 20% off, and I think I'm gonna pick it up. In the men's shirts was another item with a ridiculous price. So this was actually a woman's shirt and it was $25. It's denim form, which is Aritzia. Again, I kinda get it because it's new with tags for $100, but like $25 for a denim shirt? Come on. Before I left, I had to check the home goods, and I found this vintage Pyrex cookie jar that really stood out to me. It's so cute, and it's from the 60s. It unfortunately didn't have its lid, so I didn't pick it up, but I love the design to it. Reminds me of something I'd see at the antique show that we went to. This strawberry pitcher was cute too, and I did grab these two mid-century modern kind of atomic bowls. We actually have two of these already, so now we have a set. Well, everyone, we are now headed home after our second day of thrifting around town. I'm happy that we had some scores at Unique, since that Goodwill that we went to today, for some reason, was a total flop. I'm not really sure why, and now you guys are probably like, you're a liar for saying that that's such a good Goodwill, because usually it is. Recently, I found like Veronica Beard there. I have found, like I said, the Me and M. I find a lot of good like Anthro-free people there and good jeans there, but it was not good today. Anyways, that is all that I have for you guys today then. So I hope you enjoy this. As I kind of say every time we do this, let me know if you still like these kind of videos and do you want to see more of these in the future. They're kind of like a thrift with me meets day in the life, kind of. Let me know what you guys thought. Otherwise, I will see ya tomorrow on the second channel with Ryan. If you are interested, we're going to an antique and makers market full of like vintage and antique stuff. We scored some freaking amazing things. And then also, of course, we will see you on What Sold Sunday on Sunday. So thank you so much for watching. Goodbye.